Okay, we are now live. Sorry, everybody. It's just me tonight for a little bit. We do have Damien from the Cloud Taste Network coming on here in just a little bit. And it's good to finally see everybody once again. How you guys doing tonight? Good to see Steve. I see Dan out there. I saw John out there. Great to have you guys on tonight. And really, tonight's not a big thing. Tonight, we really have nothing to talk about because there's really not anything going on, which is kind of sad to say, but I mean, hopefully Damien gets here soon because I'm almost out of water, and Harley's downstairs, but I don't want to ask her to grab me a water, so but let's go ahead and and Steve, no, I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I actually hadn't heard about that one yet, and I mean, to be honest with you, there's so many things on Smoke Free Radio anymore, it's kind of hard to keep up. But just a quick question, how does everybody like the new setup? I think I finally got everything all the kinks worked out of everything. But just a little bit of an update. I know I haven't done a lot on the show or on the channel the last week or so, and that's simply because I've been testing. I mean, as you guys see, I do have my Coil Art Mage Trick Tank, or Trick Mod. I've got to do a little fiddling with the build. It's a little too high, so it's not really giving me a good hit. But I've got that. I've got the X-Taste Nano, which I believe is over here, if I took it to work with me. And I don't think I did. I didn't think to pull that out today, because today's just been a crazy day. But I mean, it's just crazy, and can't believe it. If anybody wants to hop on here, I'll actually give you guys a invite link that if anybody wants to hop in, you're more than welcome. I just gotta pull back up the chat. Actually, Steve, we talked about that on the 4th of July show. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about that a little tonight, because I've done a little more research and found out a few more things about it. Right. It is in the agriculture bill for 2018, and it's very, very, very scary. I mean, trust me, it is scary, because here's the problem. Looking at that bill, it actually has the issue that it is basically a flavor ban. I mean, they used, I know we talked about this a little last week for those of you that didn't make it, or didn't even watch the replay, but it talks characterization of flavors. And Tristan and them, they were all worried. Hey there, I do see you there, Jacob. You're welcome if you want to hop in here to go ahead, because I need somebody to bounce off of. And I agree, it is coming in from the subcommittee. And they're not going to get to remove it. That's the problem. Because here's the issue. The two people that were running that was Sanford Bishop, as well as, I forget the chairman's name. And unless Sanford Bishop changes his tune and gets rid of that, because he had to approve of that, and that is what we worry about when it comes to it, because Sanford Bishop, being one of the big ones with the Cole Bishop Amendment, I really don't believe the committee will remove it. What we have to do as vapors, we have to go out there, we have to be against the agriculture bill. Jacob, I'll pop it up here in chat again for you. There it is in the chat. But we as vapors have to call our members. I included the list last week, and I think it's still in the list this week. I'll double check the comments and see if it's there. Yeah, there is a appropriations committee member list that I have in the box down bottom. Find out, because almost every state has, not every state, but almost every state, I know we do, Stephen, has at least one of their delegation in this appropriations committee. So we need to make sure to call, and get our voices heard. Let them know this language will not save the industry. See, that's the problem. This will actually, because it's in the appropriations bill, in my personal opinion, this will actually override Cole Bishop. Because you can, it's very hard to take away from law, even with more law. It's very hard to take away. It's easy to add. And that's the problem. It's hard to take away, but easy to add. When they add this into the appropriations committee vote, it'll be hard to take that out using Cole Bishop because it backs everything off. And that characterizing flavors will still be there no matter what, unless, and here comes Jacob. I'm sure he'll have something to say on this issue too. It's easy to add, and that's the problem. Yeah, you need to turn down your audio, Jacob. Oh. It'll be hard to take that out. Okay. I'm sure now you know exactly what we started talking about again for the 100th time.
Yeah, as far as that vapor language.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for us. Flavor bans and battery standards.
Yeah, and people were Stephen was talking about, can't we just take away? And that's what people don't understand. It's harder to take away once it passes than it is to add once it passes, because you are, and that's the problem, because I do disagree with you on one thing, because there is a law that states you can go harder than federal government, but you can never go under federal government. I really believe, technically, if San Francisco wanted to ban all tobacco, they technically could, if they wanted, because they'd be harder than federal law, but not going less than federal law. That's where the medical marijuana issue comes in, because they go less than federal law.
Yeah, well, the ones that comply with the Act of Congress, they're okay. They always have to comply with the Act of Congress.
And as long as they go harder than the federal law, they can technically get away with it. And technically, San Francisco could have even just flat out prohibited all tobacco products if they wanted to. Technically, they could under that extra provision.
Act is, you can't ever ban. Well, I mean, they could do it, of course, but the big tobacco would sue them.
No, yeah, they would. We all know that, but that could have helped us. If they would go in there and just prohibit everything, that would help us.
Well, they went after the flavor ban. That's, and no one there, unfortunately, was able to stop them. Not that Berg or Coleman or whatever, Casella, any of those. Alex Clark, none of them stopped them. That shows you how much power. I mean, it's a city. I mean, they want to do what they want to do. It's their city. The voters, apparently, agreed with the council. So that was it.
Yeah, and I mean, I was like, wow. But watch, that council is they're going to have a vote. I look for them to have a vote and possibly reverse the flavor ban.
Yeah, they could certainly reverse it, absolutely.
And that's the thing. As a conservative myself, I believe in smaller government. I believe your local governments should have the power to do whatever they want, technically.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I'm very pro-state myself. Yeah.
But the thing is, they can't violate the Constitution. That's where, as you always talk about, the actual legal battle comes in as to how far they can go.
Exactly, and that's why they wind up with lawsuits. So they were smart in the sense as far as that is concerned. They just did a flavor ban.
Yeah.
Across the board.
So, I mean, I honestly don't... I could have seen them doing a prohibition, but that, I mean, that's treading on very tight water doing a prohibition because of prohibition.
Yeah, I mean, it would be challenging in part of all, that's for sure.
But, you know, it makes me wonder, is that what they're trying to go for? And is it, this would actually be a good thing to talk about. After November 8th of next year, is it going to be another Al Capone scenario?
The prohibition?
Prohibition of vaping. Because in a sense, that's what they're doing with banning 99.9% of vapor products.
Yeah.
Are we going to have the same setup as the Capones and things like that they had with liquor?
In the Nickel Pure Labs case, if that court ruling, at least some of those claims going in our favor will be okay. But if that across the board, the Chevron doctrine is invoked. That is, it comes into play, and we don't get past that. And then yes, at the end it will be completely prohibition. Absolutely, Congress is, in fact, will not really help us. It actually hurt us. Like with flavor bans, battery standards, who knows what else to come on.
Hold on 1 second.
And that predicate date thing is just a supper bet. They're just going to delete that crap. Believe me, it's not going to get the vote. That stays in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if it stays in there. Or if it gets kicked out.
Yeah.
And
you got to let hybrid tube mech-mods remain on the market forever. They're just not going to do that. I mean, I love hybrids. I have a little simple hybrid right here. But they're not going to allow this thing to stay on the market. It's just not going to do it. It's not possible.
I think Sophia might be bringing me a drink or something. Because I heard Sophia. That's my girlfriend's daughter.
Oh, I see. You're being catered to, really.
Pardon me?
You're being catered to.
Yeah. When I'm on the show, I get catered to if I need it.
There you go. You're the king of the house. King of the hill.
Actually, Steve, the other Steve is dealing with some issues tonight. He was not able to make it, and I hate it that he wasn't able to make it. But I told him, take tonight off, get everything taken care of, and come back to us next week. So we're still using his Zoom room, just we're doing it without him. So
yeah, tomorrow is the full committee meeting for that vapor language as well as other parts of that bill. They have that live, and I'm gonna capture some of that and put it in a video.
Yeah, if I was home, I'd be probably doing the same thing, capturing it just so I could watch it.
Yeah, and then put it on YouTube. But the thing, edit it down just for the vapor parts and put it on YouTube. But in that full committee, you have Tom Cole and you have Sanford Bishop. Now, I put a video up showing that people are asking who wrote that bill.
It was Sanford Bishop.
Sanford Bishop, as well as the chairman, Farazine, or some strange individual in that. It's a very long name. The chairman of the committee wrote the bill along with, not the chairman, excuse me. It was Robert Aderholt. That's what it was. Robert Aderholt, the Republican, and
I'm gonna go ahead and run down real
Democrat.
quick. Continue talking. I'm gonna run down real quick and grab something because obviously they didn't hear me.
Okay. Well, you have to shout a little louder. Yeah, it was Robert Adelholt and Sanford Bishop who wrote the language, the vaping language in that bill. And I'm sure it was given to them by Big Tobacco, like Philip Morris, Altria, Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, just like the HR 2058, Cole Bishop Amendment, and the HR 1136 was given to Tom Cole by Big Tobacco. I did videos of this. Did Zoom, showed the internal memos from Big Tobacco. So, but as far as the legislators, Sanford Bishop wrote that vaping language, and then tomorrow in the full committee, we'll have Tom Cole there, which I'm sure is not going to oppose that language in that bill. So therefore, you have also Tom Cole also agreeing with Sanford Bishop of putting a flavor ban and battery standards in that bill. And meanwhile, the HR 1136, it hasn't even made it into committee. So here you have Tom Cole and Sanford Bishop in full committee tomorrow agreeing to the language that's in that bill with no opposition. That tells you, well, as far as I'm concerned, they're traitors, to be quite blunt.
And, you know, Steve, I'm going to be flat out honest. You know, I know you're saying they don't know if Bishop put it in.
No,
but
I'll tell you why. If you go to the, I put it in the Mike White series channel, but also on the FDA on the World channel, I'll put it up there. I'll put the entire, you get the audio and the visual of the subcommittee hearings. I put the whole entire thing there. And you have the chairman of the full committee, this Firestein, or what his last name is, he actually thanks Sanford Bishop and Robert Adelholt for putting the bill together.
Exactly.
He actually stated that. And so therefore, they wrote it. Period. Yes, we do know. We do know. So the problem I take with it is that they're basically traitors to us. We have a flavor ban. That's it. It's over. Even if we could even possibly, let's say, Nickel Pure Labs court rule somewhat in our favor, even if that happens and products are allowed to remain on the market for a while or even indefinitely, with a flavor ban, I mean, who's going to buy tobacco e-liquid? I mean, no one. That's it. It's over. Then 99%, maybe 1% will do that. The rest, who knows what they're going to do.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, we would basically close up.
Do it yourself or black market is what's going to happen.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, we would basically close up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I'm sorry, there's only a few good tobaccos out there.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, like Black Notes or something like
actually, I've got some better than Black Note.
Really better, well.
Rope Cut.
What's it called?
Rope Cut. They're out of Canada.
Not that I like. I like tobacco vapes, but I prefer it with like vanilla or something.
Well, this one right here is dark or dried fruits and rum.
Oh, that's cool.
This one is a soft vanilla mint. I had their whole line. I am trying to find the rest of it.
I see.
I lost it in the move. And then Trabuco. I haven't tried these two yet. Which, you know what? Why don't I do this? I've got an RDA up here. Why don't I do a live taste test of it?
Oh, there you go. Go for it. It's your show. What the heck?
Yeah. I mean, because I haven't done anything with this one yet.
And I will do a review of your vaping Minuteman lemonade and sweet tea, which is very nice. I like this. Very tasty.
Now, here's the thing. We also got to remember. This bill, we have tried years. Oh, I did not realize I had no cotton in that goon. Oh, boy.
That hurt. That hurt. That is definitely a hot vape.
Yeah, no cotton whatsoever. I am not using that one. You know what? Let me just pull out my... I'm not going to use my mage on the coil art because I got to rewrap my coils. Because when I put this on, put my goon together, I made it way too high, so I got to make it a little lower.
Yeah.
Because they're Clapton coils.
Oh, wow, they're huge. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm using, the goon right here. It's a 22 millimeter. I want to get a 25 millimeter. Be a lot easier to build on, that's for sure.
Because it's a 0.4, and you know as well as I do, a 0.4 does not do good on a hybrid mech.
No, that is almost point of being, well, you could do I've vaped on the live show on the Make It Right series, and this was only out at a 0.10, which is still, very low on a hybrid. But as long as you know what you're doing, you'll be all right.
Yeah, but a 0.4 doesn't do any vapor production whatsoever on a hybrid mech.
Unless you're on a noisy crib.
Right, I'm talking a tube.
Yeah, tube, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you can get something out of it, but it's not as great.
Ooh.
Lower build.
That is actually good.
Which one is that one?
Balboa. I gotta look and see what that one's supposed to be.
Balboa. I'll check them out. As long as the tobacco has something else added to it, Because I can't do straight tobacco. It's not possible.
Yeah, and see, honestly, that is the only e-liquids that right now I will even review.
Yeah, that's a mix.
Because it is a tobacco.
Yeah.
I only feel comfortable reviewing those because otherwise it's the same stuff I have.
No. Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Balboa. Mild aged Virginia tobacco extract, masterly blended with tart and natural sweetness of berries and complemented by a smooth cream.
Well, that sounds good. Sounds yummy.
And it actually tastes really good.
And is that like a 80 VG on that or a 70 VG on that?
It doesn't say what the blend is, but it actually looks closer to a 50-50, believe it or not.
Really? 50-50?
Yeah, it looks closer to a 50-50 like you could use in one of the old style.
And not a harsh throat hit or anything like that?
Not a throat hit at all.
Wow, that's good.
I actually got this at the last Pennsylvania or the VCC in Pittsburgh. Hey, Josh, I sent you a link. If you want to join us, feel free. I sent you the link in Facebook. But yeah, I mean. By the way, what do you think of the new setup and everything, Jacob? The way I've got everything set up.
Vape in the back, yeah.
Well,
nice.
I meant like this right here is the main new thing.
Oh, I never noticed that. I mean, the new microphone.
The stand. Because this is actually a scissor arm stand, and then I have the wind.
It's like a boom mic in a way,
yeah. Because before that, I was using this.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I had to sit from the side and couldn't just move around my arms.
I gotcha. And plus, you probably don't get any kind of feedback or vibration on that.
That's the other thing, because when I had my stand on my table, I was getting my typing.
I see. I see. So, yeah, it was difficult to get around though.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of things that was going on. But yeah, guys, just so you know, like I said, what I've got coming up, I have And then actually, I have a shipment coming in this week. Give me a second, and I'll tell you what all I have coming in tomorrow. Again, thank you, Josh. Josh actually hooked me up, JH Vapes. He hooked me up with my new group that I'm actually working with. I've got a Smoke Joy Air 50S kit coming in. I've got a Smoke Joy Night kit coming in. And the Honor Mech Mod from Smoke Joy coming in. It should be here tomorrow. So I've got to get these reviews, or I got to get the one review from them up this weekend. And then, because I've already tested the one, and I think it's in my bedroom because it wasn't in my bag, so.
Yeah, JH Vapes did very good reviews of your juice. I saw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I subscribed to him for about over a year.
And yeah, Josh, I know it's another hybrid mech. The only issue I have at all with the Mage RDA is mine. That 510 pin for me is a little short. It does protrude a little bit, but not even a millimeter.
Well, you have to be careful, yeah. Yeah, the Goon is, I think, one of the safest RDAs you use on a hybrid.
Yeah. But
it's safer than the Velocity version 1.
Yeah. Oh, I never used my Velocity. I always used my Freak Show, because believe it or not, the Freak Show had a protruding 510. It had a good one.
That's true, yeah. The only thing I didn't like about the Freak Show is that bottom feeding.
The bottom airflow?
Yeah, because it drips, you know, because I tend to overdrip, unfortunately.
But, I mean, and that's the whole thing. It's looking at every little thing when it comes to it. Does it make a big difference with me personally that pin isn't sticking out a ton? Not really, but I wish they would have made it a little longer, and that's going to be in the review.
Yeah, no, that should definitely break your review, because that's the safety issue.
Yeah,
that's all it takes, is that hard short, and well, you lose a hand.
And see, here's something that they could technically do. You know good and well, Jacob, that if they were to just make another one,
yeah,
and just say it would it would just be a small part. They would, you know, there's been 510 pins already made, and they could sell it separately. There's been 510 positive pins made, just like the one in the Mage.
Yeah, I guess. Well, not really. I mean, it's a new tobacco product, it would be considered as, but
it could be.
I'm sure they're all doing it so until the FDA catches up with them.
Yeah,
they'll be okay. I'm sure the 510 probably slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, a little 510 pin they wouldn't go after.
Well, they could go after it. They probably would want to look for something bigger.
Exactly. I mean, we have to be honest. I mean,
yeah,
they're, like they said, they're going to do it no matter what. Because, in all honesty, I have to admit, I don't often agree with Fagan, but I have to agree with him today.
Yeah.
And I hate to bring it up, but it's the truth. They'll just do whatever they want to do. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're overseas, like you always say. They have the money. They'll just pay it and be done with it.
Yeah, they'll pay the fines and they'll put an import ban. That's it. And they'll market to other countries and so on.
Yeah.
They have the money to do, to pay fines.
And I'm going to be honest, probably what they'll do is, like, for instance, Smoke will probably, if Smoke would get a ban, they'll probably roll everything over into Coupor, flood the Coupor market.
Backdoor it that way, but eventually that'll get an import ban too.
And then they'll just keep making new companies and just keep flowing them in.
I guess, yeah. They'll keep the FDA busy. Actually, the CBP, the Customs Border Protection, Homeland Security, and the ATF kicks all
But I could see that happening, to be totally honest with you. When one company gets a import ban, they're just going to change their name, because most of these companies don't use their real name.
Yeah.
Most of these companies have have a bigger name.
Sure.
That they make the things under, and then they just put stuff like, for instance, Smoke.
No.
Maybe Smoke is their real name. I don't know if it's their actual real name.
Yeah, the parent company.
And, I'll be honest, we have a parent company, but with Steve.
Yeah.
Smiley is not the parent company. He has a parent company for everything.
That actually manufactures the product, yeah.
And that's the way he gets around it.
The lab itself.
Yeah. But he could always create another company if he wanted to, technically. We don't have to, because we were out before August 8th.
Yeah.
We barely got in there.
I know. I remember it was like the last week or whatever.
It was the very last day.
Last day, yeah.
For my liquids. My liquids were released on August the 7th.
Oh, wow. Well, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Literally, we were... and then that's the same thing I did, like I was explaining. I sold close to 20 liquids the day before for a penny each for $1.20, just to keep myself safe.
Yeah. I mean,
if I ever wanted to come out with new ones.
Yeah, as long as you have that documentation for the FDA, you're fine. But yeah, as long as you sold something even for 1 penny, you're okay.
And that's what a lot of people, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people probably did that under names and didn't have recipes. So they'll have records. I'm doing the Dr. Evil quotes. Yeah. They'll have records.
There's way too much of a gray area there. But yeah, you just have to prove that to a judge when they take it to court.
Yeah, but the problem is, like I said in my video, what they have been doing on YouTube screws everything up.
Well, yeah,
because they come flat out and say, I'm working with a company.
Yeah, they're not discreet about it. I mean, if Mike Vapes was discreet, I probably wouldn't have done what I did with him, or any of them. But they're just flagrantly not caring. They just don't care.
And I do have to agree with Steven. He did say that the FDA is changing. It's not the Obama FDA. Yes, but we have to see... honestly, we haven't seen that much out of the Surgeon General. The new Surgeon General. We haven't seen that much out of him yet. We have to see him come out. To be totally honest, that would help the vaping community, flat out. For the new Surgeon General to come out and say that, like Europe, he supports vaping as a safer alternative to cigarettes.
I mean, it would help, but what the sticking point of it all is? We still have Mitch Zeller in place.
Yeah.
And as long as he's in place, we're screwed.
But as long as if the Surgeon General came out with that, it would be a ripple effect.
It would help.
Surgeon General says that, then you're going to have hospitals looking at it more focused.
Yeah.
Surgeon General says that, you're going to start seeing some of the congressmen being like, well, maybe this is true, what we've been told. If the Surgeon General is saying this, they would not say it without having some proof.
Sure. I mean, he's Surgeon General is basically considered the top doctor of the federal government or America.
Right, so and that's what I'm saying. It would have a ripple effect.
Exactly. It'll filter down through the hierarchy eventually, and even maybe the FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb would feel a little bit more secure about coming out and saying vaping is better for you than combustible cigarettes and things like that. But who knows if they're going to do that? The Surgeon General is going to do that.
And Stephen, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. Right now, I do not support anybody except for right to be smoke free. I have not seen enough out of the ABA, SFATA, CASA, any of them to support vaping. I need to see some results. I've said this before. I need to see results now. All we're seeing is failures.
No. all we see is failures and talk. That's all we do. That's all they do is talk, but they don't really inform anyone what's going on. Like for instance, this whole VTA conference, right? They're going to make $500 a person if you're a non-VTA member, $250 if you're a VTA member. They're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars for this conference. Explain what characterizing flavors means, and it's actually in the Tobacco Control Act of 2009, which all it means is what type of flavor. That's all that Tony Abood had to say. But meanwhile, he's making money. That's all he's about. He's about making money. That's all it is.
And I'm going to be flat out. You know, Stephen says that the reason the other Surgeon General was let go was because of the public lies. I don't think that it's the public lies about vaping. Because the fact is, the main thing the Surgeon General really was pushing was vaping and kids. And there is proof that nicotine, and all he hit was the nicotine. And the main thing I ever saw him out there on was nicotine for users under 21. That was mainly what I was seeing. And it does mess with your brain when it's developing. I mean, why do you think they flat out tell people don't smoke when you're pregnant? Because it messes with the development.
Exactly, the DNA and all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, yes, is switching up the Surgeon General a good thing? Yes. But we need to see something from the Surgeon General coming out pro-vaping before I can say that he's a pro-vaping Surgeon General. Now, I will say there is doctors in Canada. I was watching a YouTube video the other day. I think it's Empire State or something like that out of Canada, where there was a cardiologist, which I've actually almost turned a couple cardiologists where I work, that there was actually a cardiologist that when he got done at the end of the day at the hospital, he had his own vape shop that he was sending his own patients to that were smokers to go and start vaping.
There's a lot of doctors that vape, actually, even in America. I just saw an article on, what was that, on vapes.com or Spinfuel, one of those. And they had an article showing there are a lot of doctors in America that actually vape. It would be nice if the doctors would actually come out in the public and, explain that vaping is better for you than combusted cigarettes and all this other crap. Full red line. I don't know what a full red line is.
It was an energy drink.
I'm drinking that Rockstar right now.
I'm just drinking Nestle Pure Life. I mean, I drink at least 8 to 10 bottles of water a day.
Wow. Well, it's good for you. Bottled water. I hate that water.
Same here. I can't stand it. That's why, if you'll notice, I never have a cup of water. It's always bottles. And
they have a lot of chemicals in that water.
And
water.
You know, Steve was talking about that Homeboy Josh's video, talking about all the lies and the general bashing of e-cigs. There really wasn't that many lies, because he was talking about youth. That was the key there. They weren't really focused on adults. You have to remember, Good Mythical Morning is geared toward youth and teens. Is it a better alternative than cigarettes for a teen? Yes. It's still delivering nicotine. Yes. They didn't bring that fact in. Maybe in the vape community it would have been a little better accepted if they would have said, but it's safer than smoking.
Yeah,
But he can't say that because the FDA has not approved it.
That's true, yeah, that's right. It's considered a modified risk claim.
And I agree it needs to be a freedom of choice. I agree with that.
Sure.
And the sad part is, I hate to say it this way, but you have a ton of people out there that are pro-choice. Yet they're not pro-choice in everything. They're just pro-choice in one thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We'll figure. You always figure that should be a woman's choice.
Because what people don't realize, and I was actually, I take the time when I'm at work, because I actually enjoy going to the smokers area, and there's a reason. I'll sit there, I'll vape, and I wait for opportunities to talk to people about vaping. And that's something a lot of people get upset about, having a smokers area and making vapors go to smokers area. Do I like it? No. But I use that time to reach out to coworkers and other people that work where I work to say, hey, if they say anything to me, I'll be like, yeah, and it's actually a lot safer. And they're like, yeah, I tried quitting, but I just kept craving. And I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't the actual nicotine you were craving. Your mind is trained to believe it's the nicotine. And it's not. It's those other chemicals.
6,000 chemicals, yeah.
You're craving that you are addicted to.
It's true. It's just the sugars alone in a composite cigarette is enough to keep you addicted. So many sugars in there.
Oh, exactly. And I mean, it's just, why do you think, America has a sweet tooth. Why do you think we're so freaking obese? Look at me. I know I'm obese. I know I am. Look at Fagan. He knows he's obese.
You're overweight, but you're not obese. You're not like 500 pounds.
No, technically I'm obese because
obese, yeah.
I'm in the, for my height, I am technically obese. And
really? Well,
yeah, I'm only 5'10" and I weigh 300 pounds.
I guess so, yeah.
And America is obese.
Yeah,
we have a sweet tooth. Anything with sugar, we're attracted to. That's why all these, as Steve says, all these cat piss liquids that if you add enough sugar to it, it's going to taste good, are so popular, is because we have a sweet tooth. A lot of us vapors, it's helped us cut our weight because it's helped us cut our sweet tooth.
That's right. It's true. I actually, about a year ago, I put a video up that I actually lost weight because of vaping, because I don't crave desserts.
Yeah.
No. It's true.
Like right here in this mod, this is my strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, there you go.
Best strawberry cheesecake I've ever baked.
That's right. And there you don't have that filling, you don't have that fullness in your stomach. It triggers your mind. That's satisfying. It's kind of weird, but it actually does work.
Oh, Julie, I'm not saying all vapors are obese. I'm just saying a lot of vapors are obese, if you really want to look at it.
Yeah, Fagan is definitely... now, I could see him being obese. He's a huge guy.
But the thing is, a lot of times poundage you can't look at because, my waist size has went down in the last 2 months, but my weight stayed the same. Because I'm building muscle where I work.
Plus, you tend to, at least on TV, I don't know how it is on the computer, but on TV you appear larger than you really are. There's some kind of a visual effect there.
It's all camera angles. I could angle this camera down and look up at the camera, and I'd look thinner. It's when you're looked at straight on your nose that you look bigger. And, but we really can't review looking up. Could you see someone looking up, doing a review like this? Because I should have been Italian. I talk with my hands. It's a big pizza party. I talk with my hands, if you've never noticed.
It's a big debate.
It's a magnificent cheesecake.
That's right.
That was a little mix of an Italian preacher, the way I did that. But But that's the whole thing. I mean, it's funny how we went from that to that.
Yeah,
Tonight we're jumping around like crazy.
Sure.
But it's still good information. I mean, it's been good info tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you won't crave desserts as much, really.
No, you don't. I mean,
satisfies your sweet tooth.
I eat very few desserts. I used to eat a ton of desserts. I could eat me a good amount of dessert. Now, I hardly eat anything when it comes to desserts. I mean, now I eat more salads. I eat more sandwiches, things like that. Because I'm like, I don't need a ton of sweets. I mean, right now I have two boxes of Nutty Buddies down in the cabinet, and I've only had one Nutty Buddy in like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And Dan's over there saying I always am causing excitement. It's because I'm an exciting person. People always say I should have been a used car salesman the way I act sometimes on video. Which one is that? The 200 or 2/3, Jacob?
What's that? No, just the RX 200. No.
2/3.
Yeah. I've had this for a while, yeah. I wanted to get the S, but I never got it. The one with the large screen. But you have 3 batteries in that one. I mean, 4 batteries? What is that? That's like 2 or 3 batteries.
It's the 2 or 3, and I run it in 3 mode all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it really helps with the battery life, that's for sure.
I mean, now I will tell you, I'm going to go ahead and give a spoiler to the one review. When I do the review for Health Cabin, when it talks about the X-Taste Nano, it eats your batteries like crazy. I go through a single 18650 in like 4 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean,
some of the mods do that, for sure.
But I'll tell you this much. This tank is going to be reviewed here soon. It's the Freemax Fire Luke. Oh my goodness, it's amazing.
It's a nice one. I have that Freemax Star. That was okay.
And
it was nickel though. I didn't like the nickel.
I'm actually going to do a test on it because my gut tells me that these coils, you know how Freemax has a tendency to use other style coils.
No, I didn't know that. But
yeah, because your Star actually will take Atlantis coils.
Oh, I see. It's a crossover. I see. Okay.
Yeah, you can use Atlantis coils in the Star, the Heracles, the I'm trying to think what else. The Magnus. There's like 5 or 6 tanks you can use. The I think the Mermaid takes them. Mermaid or Dolphin or one of those takes them. I mean, there's a ton that takes Atlantis. I am honestly thinking that this sextuplet coil looks a lot like the Baby Beast coils. Up, and there's Josh.
There he is. We'll point you to the picture.
Well, he should be here in a minute. I figured we'd get... Okay, now we see you, Josh.
There he is.
I had to get done eating.
Who cares about eating?
Yeah, there's a public service announcement. Don't show the red line unless you're used to it. It might...
Really? It picks you up, does it?
They recommend you only drink one serving, and there's 2 servings per bottle in a little 8-ounce little bottle. But each serving has 160 milligrams of caffeine packed into it.
Oh, jeez.
So you get like 320 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that'll keep you up. Plus, your heart's going to race.
Oh, you start sweating, and your heart starts racing. That's why they say if you drink 2, your heart will literally explode.
Wow, my crap.
That's why I drink very little pop right now because I have high blood pressure and let's just say my physician will not be too happy at my past physician because I left my old doctor when I got my new insurance. Oh, he's actually using the new mod that I got, I think, isn't it? Is that the one we both got?
No, this is the Air 50S in gold.
Oh, okay, you got the Air 50. Oh, yeah, I forgot you got that already.
This Anakin right there? Yeah.
Yeah, I got, you keep in mind I get mine days before you.
Oh, yeah, you do get yours a couple days. Yeah, see, here's the thing. DHL hates me. And they transfer all my packages to the U.S. Postal Service. So then it takes more days to get to me.
That smart pulse thing, yeah.
I hate them for that. I so hate them.
Saves the company money, but it takes time, that's right.
Because of where I live in West Virginia, DHL doesn't have a hub in West Virginia, so they don't have service in West Virginia.
I see.
Yeah.
You have to write about it.
I actually have the Knight sitting over on the charger as I'm looking at it. I've been using both of these all day. I'm debating whether I should do the X-Case review or not because, man, I'm telling you, it one, I don't like I didn't like it from the get-go because I put my batteries in there. Spoiler alert. The battery was dead within 10 minutes. I was like, what the hell?
See, mine's lasting a little longer than that, but
my battery shot up to 175 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not cool.
That is not good. No. That could explode on you. At least
I was like, this is a dangerous mod. I'm not vaping this anymore.
No. Wow.
It actually hasn't gotten hot with me.
Mine does. My batteries get hot like that.
Have you tried different batteries?
Uh-huh. They all get hot.
What was the mod again, you said?
X-Case Nano, the same one that he's talking about.
I see.
Yeah, mine isn't getting hot at all.
Now, see, if I use their tank, it doesn't get hot. If I use an RDA or other things, the battery heats up like.
Heats up.
I was like, I use it on steady mode, and it's okay. I use it on power mode. Oh no, the battery that's a no-no.
Yeah, see, I use mine on with the tank that comes with it.
So if you use it on power mode, your batteries are gonna be dead in 10 minutes.
I use it on power mode.
Mine are dead in 10 minutes. Maybe I got a faulty one. I don't know.
Mine takes 4 hours at least.
I told him that it's going to be a bad review or no review. He's like, well, just give your opinion on what you think about it. I'm like, I don't think you want my opinion. I don't think you really do because it's not going to help you.
He said the same thing to me with the Nautilus, and I said it's old technology. If you want something that's going to be reliable, the Nautilus is great. But if
just I told him, I don't vape hybrid mods anymore. I don't use hybrid mods, so please stop sending them to me. Send them. I actually told him to send them to you. I was like, send them at Minuteman because I really don't like hybrid mods. As much as you send them to me, I'll vape on them for a couple days, then they'll go right back in the box, and I'll give it away to somebody because I'm never going to use it. What's the point of it just sitting in my room?
Yeah, move hybrids.
Like the Honor. The Honor is a hybrid mod. Love the mod. It's quite great. I'll go get it and show it to you. But will I ever use it? No. Probably not. I'll probably will never use it after the review. It'll be a showpiece. I'll probably will give it away just like the Sub-Zero because there's somebody out there that can use it other than me. But unless my picky ways of it's very nice and pretty and gorgeously designed. As far as like the resin finish, that I might keep it just because it matches my fire loop tank that doesn't have a protruding 510 pin.
See, look how bad this build is for this.
Oh, jeez.
Let me go get that tank. I mean that mech line and show you real quick. It comes with the matching drip tip as well.
Yeah, hybrids is more of a
it's a goon stuff.
Vape, you gotta pay like this little simple mod here. It's a hybrid, and you just have to pay attention. It's more you have to be very attentive to the vape. That's all.
Exactly, and that's why I love my hybrids, but
yeah,
like I've told you, like I've said before, Hybrids can die. I don't care if they die.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
I mean, I have plenty of regulateds.
Yeah.
I can keep my regulateds and be happy.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have hybrids, but it's mainly for those that like Matty Ice or something. You know,
And I
those
mean,
guys.
most of those people can get a hold of them no matter what they want.
That's true. I mean, they get them out of the Philippines. A lot of those
Yeah.
hybrids, you know, they really craft them really nice. I mean, they're beautiful mods. They're like $400 two hybrid mods. You know.
Is it the same goon style there, Josh?
I'm about to show you. Comes in this nice fancy case like this.
Ooh, I like it already.
Like the old Anakin VTR came in there. You know.
I like it already. And I got it coming tomorrow, so.
Oh, that's a nice one. Wow. That's a very nice one.
That's the one that's coming tomorrow?
All resin. They're all resin, even the button.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It is hybrid.
It's a beautiful mod.
Is it magnet or spring loaded?
I will actually show you. Mine has not been used yet. It's just been chilling out in a box.
Have you even checked if it was magnet or spring?
That's like $200-300 that mod, right?
No, it's only like didn't you say it's like $100?
I haven't checked the price. There's a couple reviews up for it already. Zophie's reviewed this mod before already. This is serial number 1826.
What was the name of it?
A lot of them out there.
It's the Honor mech mod by Smokejoy. And here's the matching drip tip to go to match it.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
Goon style.
Cool.
It also comes with matching dog tags that matches your serial number. If anybody likes dog tags, you get matching Smokejoy with the matching serial number.
Nice.
I'll probably give it away in a future
Actually,
video.
it's an $85 mod.
85. That's not bad.
But
No,
that's fast tech.
It's not bad considering that it's $85. But recently, I wanted to talk about it because there's some issue with Smokejoy that I'm not fond about.
What's that?
Their Instagram has children models promoting vaping on their Instagram.
Wow.
Really?
It's crazy.
Yeah. They used a child with a vape pen in his hand and posted a picture on their Instagram.
Yeah, I saw that. Was that on the vape team or something? Did that? They showed that picture.
Yeah, and that's
wrong. That's not good.
That's a no-no.
That is a big no-no.
That's a big no-no, and I'm like.
Now there's actually 3 Smokejoys.
Let me pull up the one and
There's
see.
Smokejoy.vape, Smokejoy.asia, and Smokejoy Vapor.
Let me pull it up because they on Instagram because I seen it was circulating on Facebook a couple days ago. Someone had said this is not the blacklist group. This is not cool. Blah blah blah. And I was like, oh really? Wow. I'm about to get a whole bunch of their stuff for review, and y'all about to y'all going on the blacklist.
Yeah, you know, in China you have to be over the legal age is over 18 yet too, and to be promoting that is just not right.
It
not only
doesn't.
not right, it's illegal.
I'm looking on Smokejoy Technology, and it's not up at all.
They could have taken it down already, but the post has already been circulating on Facebook already.
Yeah, so it's out there. I'm sure someone saved that.
Most likely the post has been taken down.
I don't even know why they would want to do something like that. Stupid. It's really stupid. What's the point?
Well, I see one of a kid holding up a cloud.
Like I said, it could be gone already, but like I said...
Yeah, but why would you even do that? I mean, what is the benefit out of it? I don't get that.
It was already posted in Vaping with Twisted 420's Facebook group page, and that page has about 50 to 60,000 people, so maybe not that much, but at least 10 grand. I would
some
say.
kind of some kind of advertising, but that's crazy.
So I was like, they might have removed it already due to the mass amount of people probably complaining, but I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
I don't see it on their pages anymore, but that's what I wanted to address, because I was like, here we are about to review all their stuff, and they were just flagged for using a child to promote one of their mods.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And the child was holding the knight kit, matter of fact.
Oh.
And you can tell it's a child.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I saw that picture on the vape team.
when was that put up on Twisted's?
I would say about last week, so you would have to go through the page. It's been circulating.
Yeah, if you watched the vape team show last Thursday, they posted that. I don't know if it's.
You'd have to go back and watch the vape team. It'd probably be a lot easier to find it on the vape team than go to find it.
Yeah,
on
I haven't had a
page.
chance to catch the vape team in months.
Yeah, so. And here's that one mod I was talking about. Yeah, it's right here.
Next taste.
It's a nice menu system. Temp control. I'm using it in temp. I find it works in temp control. Like that's the only thing that I find amusement out of this mod, that it doesn't overheat on me.
So, but if you put it in power, it's no good.
I put it in power mode, and I've got stainless steel coils in it, but it makes no sense because I could put it in stainless steel mode, in power mode, on soft, on wattage mode, on soft. Take a couple vapes on it,
And it dies.
and then go to hit it again, and it'll say warning. Warning that the coils are at 440 degrees Fahrenheit. Please wait a few minutes. Please wait.
Huh,
I'm like, that's not in temp mode. It's in power mode. You should be working every time I hit the button, but it doesn't. It reads that it keeps reading that the coil's too hot. Maybe it makes me cool it down when it's not temperature control.
I think you got a bad mod because mine doesn't do that.
Could be a defect in that chip. Yeah. But meanwhile, it's overheating your battery.
Please watch. It's weird. It's in power mode. Boom. Now it's back to the warning. As soon as I go to click it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bad mod. Mine doesn't do that at all.
At least it's giving you a warning, though.
399 degrees Fahrenheit. Too hot. Please wait. So maybe I like hot vapes, okay? It doesn't feel hot to me. I mean, the battery life was lasting while I used their tank. I mean, I put a Blazer Nano on there with a 1.8 ohm coil, and then I was like, 1.8 ohm coil. Well, we were using above an ohm, almost 2 ohms, and I'm like,
It's still,
and the battery's getting hot on me. I'm going, what the hell? This is almost a 2 ohm coil.
I'm sure that's a defect in there. Yeah,
It's probably a defective mod, but that's why I'm like, we're gonna go back to Air 50.
But it could be, could be 1 in 50, 1 in 100 that are defective. And that's why you need to put that out there, that it's not the greatest mod in the world. I mean, somebody else can get it too.
I'm going to put up a review, and then Minuteman's going to put up a review, and it's going to be like, y'all both saying 2 different things. Y'all both have 2 different opinions on this thing. I refuse that. I don't think I'm going to release the video to this. I think I'm just going to push it to the side because it's not something that I don't think that should be reviewed, and I hope that Health Cabin can understand that because, I just can't see myself wasting my time going through the menu system.
What you should do is send you another mod and see if it works. And then
They should.
the situation that way.
They should. They should send me the gold. They should send me the gold one.
There, you make it up to you.
I have a thing with gold mods right now. They should send me the gold one, not the stainless steel one, or at least black, because this one, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, it's.
You should shoot them an email and just request.
I'll talk to them on Skype. I've talked to them before.
They don't get a good review that way.
It's just not going to get reviewed until probably a later time. If I do review it, it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to say that now because I'm not impressed by it. And I mean I vaped it. Maybe put it this way: I'm supposed to be testing this thing out, constantly using it. I vaped on it for 2 days, vaped on it for like 4 hours in one day, 2 hours the next day, put it down, and I went back to a device that I've already reviewed, to a tank that I've already, to an RDA that I haven't reviewed yet, and I went back to that same old mod, and that's been my mod I've been using till the Air 50 and Night came in, and I'm like, everybody's people keep asking, when's the next mod review? When's this? I'm like, when I get something else, because this thing's not getting reviewed. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I don't even like the tank on it. The tank's flavor is not all that great.
Yeah, I'll admit the tank's flavor isn't the best.
To be honest, I prefer the Air 50's tank gets better flavor on this, and it's only rated to 40 watts. That thing's rated to 80, and it's got tiny air holes like smaller than the Nautilus. I swear, the juice flow holes are smaller than they're the same size, or probably smaller on this thing as the Nautilus is. Probably a tad bit bigger. The Atlantis has got bigger juice holes on this than it.
Really?
No.
Really?
40 watts is pretty low.
Yeah, but you can get a good, and this is what, a lot of people don't think about. You can get a good vape at 40 watts if you have the right coil.
This uses a 0.6 ohm. The coils are, the airflows are staggered like this. And to be honest, I'm only using it at 29 watts. And it's, like I said, it's been proven, it's been going great. I've been using it all day. And I took it to work with me. It's a 15 to 40 watt coil. Been enjoying the flavor. Now, the thing is, I've actually had the original Air 50. So if you did have the Air 50 original one, there's no difference between the Air 50 and the Air 50S. The only difference is the temperature control feature. So it will be this review I can put up today and I can put up now, because the mod is practically the same for my Air 50, which is on my channel. I did review that one if that came out. But
there are potential vapors that that need to see reviews with low wattage. So
yeah, and that's one of the things I told.
Good service. I mean,
that's one of the things I told the guy that when we first started, when he first hooked me up with this guy, I told him, I was like, look, new vapors get the shaft, because a new vapor is better off getting something that is lower wattage and that has lower airflow, everything else. But nowadays, what's everything coming out as? High wattage.
Way too high.
High wattage, a lot of the devices are coming out with high wattage, but you're also seeing the return of the single coils.
Yeah.
Which is, single coils are really not, if you look at it, single coils are not really meant for high wattages. They're a lot of, you fine tune them. You fine tune them probably usually like me. I have a couple single coil RTAs. I fine tune my single coil RTAs in between the 40 to 55 watts. I don't go over that. I mean, I used to vape. I used to be cloud competition kind of guy, vaping extremely high, hot builds. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I love hot builds, but to this day, you don't see me going over 80, 85 watts now anymore, because there's no need for it. I refined my vaping back when I took a break for a while and came back. There was no need for me to do extremely high wattage builds.
I'll be honest, I do high wattage now more than anything else, but see, that's the problem. I want to cater also to the new vapor. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not going to go out and purchase something that's low wattage if I'm not going to use it on a regular basis.
Well, when I go out and purchase the Air 50, if I never ever used it, knowing it's the max capacity on this mod is 50 watts, no, I would never go out and buy it if I didn't already know if I didn't already have the test of the Air 50 itself, or the Air 50S. If I didn't have to actually test it, would I purchase it, seeing it at a store, being it so small? Probably not, because the 50 watts is not enough. It's not enough power for me, and the tank is about, well, let's say about 2 mil. Is a TPD compliant tank. It's about 2 mil, and that's I've already got it. I've got enough 2 mil tanks as it is.
Yeah.
So the juice evaporate. Two vapes, the juice be gone.
But surprisingly, this thing is lasting me quite well. The flavor on it is amazing. So I'm pretty much done with this, but I'm not gonna post a review quite yet. I'm spacing all my stuff out for a while and allowing I've got a strategy what I'm doing. If people that are watching this show can understand a little bit, that you may not see me posting videos up like constantly, like I used to do once a day or twice, one video every other day. I'm posting when I have my days off, which is only one day a week, which is a Monday. So it gives that video time to get views before the next video gets posted, because I've noticed a lot lately, once I post a video, nobody goes back and views the old video. They just go back and view the new video because it's the first thing that pops up on my channel. Hey, have you checked out this video yet? It posted the latest video that I posted last.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it time.
Good technique that way.
And see, that's why, if you notice, I really don't post that much, other than the fact that I only post up hardware reviews that I get for free.
I've got 4 mods to do, two tanks to do, and that's about it. I've got 6 videos to do, and I could be done. If I wanted to do my old way, I could have it done in 6 days.
Yeah.
But that's probably going to take me a rough range between the next week to 3 weeks to get them all up. That's not also stopping Help Cabin from sending me more stuff, because every week it seems like they send me more and more and more and more.
Same with me.
I'm not gonna say no. I mean, they just don't send me mods. They send me these little spinner things too, because I review these things too. I constantly get these in the mail. And that's what you don't see me is when I'm doing my reviews, and you don't see my hands. It's 9 times out of the 10 because I'm playing with a spinner. These things stay in my hand constantly. You just don't see them.
It does. It's like a second vaporizer in a sense. Have to have something in your hand, yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, if you see in my videos, I always move my hands around. This keeps me from moving my hands and talking with my hands.
Some of them are pretty unique. Some of them have lights, LEDs on them, and everything.
I've got one that has a Bluetooth speaker and LED. This one's got nothing. It's just solid 304 stainless steel. It's very heavy. But spend time on it's about 8 to 10 minutes long, which is quite amazing compared to some of the ones out there.
It looks like a miniature flying saucer.
It's called the UFO spinner. Is exactly what.
Is that what it's called? There you go.
The miniature flying saucer, practically what it is. But yeah, man, I think you'll enjoy the Smoke Joy Honor. I can't speak for it because obviously mine's still sitting in a box. I can't tell you if it's a good mech mod because I haven't used it. I probably will not use it because I did tell them to stop sending me hybrid mods because I do not like hybrid mods. That's just me. I've never liked them. I've used them. I'm perfectly capable of building them and knowing safety. I just don't like them. I'm a regulated vapor kind of guy, and I never will really truly like mechanical mods. I just never will. There's just something about them I just don't like. Can't really put my name on it, but this will probably go to a lucky winner. I'll probably post it up and I'll do a first look and kind of give away and just be done with it, because that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm doing to all mech mods that they send to me. I'm just giving them away. So more for the viewers, less for me. Or I can give it to a reviewer that will review it.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's how I got this.
Yep, pretty much. That's how you got that, because I didn't want it, and I had an extra, and I gave mine to a local. He's like, man, this is a pretty cool mech. You should. Why are you giving it away? Because I don't use mechs. When have you ever seen me use a mech? He's like, the last time you had a mech was that Skyline M5 Force Patina Copper. I'm like, yeah, it had a 510 pin on it. That's why I used the hell out of it. He's like,
You notice I've pulled out my old school.
Hmm.
You're gonna make me go old school.
It's Oregon? No, Origin?
One of the very first RDTAs that came out. Hold on.
The avocado.
Yep.
Avocado? Oh, wow.
It's
Hold
not
on.
one of the very first ones, if you want to think about it. It's one of the very first new generation ones, but
Yeah, one of the new
the-
generation. Yeah.
there were older style Jenny tanks than that.
Because actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna play a little bit.
Look at that. Yeah, I don't have that.
That's why I love this up close. Because I can just do it at any time now. Because I have a second camera.
I see. That doesn't have a velocity deck in there or anything, does it?
Yeah, it's a velocity
It does.
deck.
Oh, really? Wow. Cool.
I mean, it's even a simple build. Hold on, I'll show you what it is. I mean, I have a simple build and everything else in it.
I see. Very nice. Yeah. Wow.
Just
Yeah,
a
that is
simple dual coil.
Macro or whatever. Yeah. Wow.
I don't have my controller up. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That'd do the trick.
Yeah, just a simple, I believe that's a 24 or 22 gauge build. I think it's 24. But see, that's one of the reasons I love the new setup, because when I do, basically all my videos are just, if you watched any of the new ones that I did, I don't cut any of them now. I hardly cut them unless I'm doing some Google fooing and trying to find something. Yes, I used one of Grim Green's terms, Google foo, but unless I'm doing that, I don't really cut anything, because I mean,
Is the flavor really good on that?
oh, I love the flavor on this. And I'm actually, today's on there is Bunker Bliss.
No, there you go. Plug. Yeah, I've been enjoying this lemonade and
Bunker Bliss.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying this. It's really good.
If you want to go old, if you want to go Ginny style, I mean, mine's not old, but technically it's newer. Should I say it's a Ginny style, but it features 2 tanks.
Yes.
It does have 2 tanks built into it, and it has 2 separate juices and 2 separate coils, I think, and 2 separate chips in it. So.
Yeah, and technically your giveaway for that is today.
No, my giveaway is when I hit 2,250.
Oh, that one's
I'm
the
at
2,000 one.
2,202. So I got 48 more to go.
So on those 2 separate juices, do they blend together when you vape, or what's going on?
Yes, they do.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah, so I'm actually in that giveaway. I am so wanting one of those.
Wow.
Now, was that one of them you got from Health Cabin?
No, not from Health Cabin. This was actually from EH Pro itself.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was one of them you got from Health Cabin or not, because that's one I'd love to get my hands on.
Yeah, this is from EH Pro.
That's why
itself.
I'm in that giveaway.
EH Pro is actually giving away 5 of them on their Facebook account as well. I've been promoting the hell out of my video in their giveaways by going to everybody's comment. Everyone that comments I want to win, and reply to their comment and link in my video. It's great marketing. It works. Hey, you want to win a mod? You want to win a mod? There's 750 comments on this video, and guess what? You have better odds of checking out my video commenting over there. It's set Facebook. They have 11,000 people. Your odds of winning on it on their Facebook, your odds of winning on their friend list is very small. Your odds of winning on my channel is a lot bigger.
Yeah. But yeah, for me personally, and for the people on this channel, I think our deal that you hooked me up with Health Cabin is going to be good for the channel.
Yeah, it will.
As long as he starts sending some more name brand stuff.
Well, you got to keep in mind that they only work with companies that send them stuff for promotion, and
True.
some of the stuff is not companies we've heard of.
Yeah.
Like I've heard of Smoke On, the RTA that I got that I got in my package that you didn't get.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. I reviewed their stuff back when I went to BTC, which was vaping the coast for last year. When I came back, I reviewed one of their tanks. I was handed 2 of their tanks at the convention, and I reviewed one of them and gave one of them away at the convention. I've heard of them before. I haven't used it yet. They said don't release a video before July 10th. I was like, okay, I won't release it before July 10th. And guess what? I got the package on July 10th. I'm like, well, gee, now I don't have to worry about releasing it before because the package came on July 10th. I can record the video today and it'd be perfectly fine. But have I used it? No, it's still sitting in a box unbuilt.
And see, that's the other thing that, I'm glad our contact understands that we're not going to review something if we don't feel comfortable reviewing it right away. Now, I'll tell you right now, when I got the Breeze, I used it 2 days. I was able to review it. It was simple. Yeah. The Atlantis 2, the Nautilus, it was simple to review because I actually used to own the Nautilus Mini. I owned other Atlantis tanks. Did I own an Atlantis too? I think I did. No, I owned the Triton and I owned the original Atlantis. But, and there wasn't that much different between the Atlantis 2 and the Atlantis. The only big difference was the actual coils, which I used in my Atlantis.
Yeah.
Now, see, I enjoyed my Atlantis back in the day.
Yeah, I like that. I still have it.
I can't tell you. I gave mine away last year. I see a lot of the stuff that I had. I would have a very extensive vape collection if I didn't personally go through and give away most 95% of the stuff that I had away. If I looked at my shelf, like all the reviewers that have all these mods sitting on the shelf, you don't want to ever use them. I couldn't do that. I couldn't just literally keep a mod showcase for people to stare at. It's not going to make my videos even better. The mod showcase is not going to make my video quality that much better.
Why do you think I switched away from all those boxes behind me?
So
it made no sense.
So what I did is got rid of a lot of the videos. I went through and personally gave away most of my mods. That's where most of my giveaways have came from. The 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Most of those mods that were given away were all sent to me. I all reviewed them and I gave them all away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will I give away mods that I have now? Possibly in the future, but right now, no, because my mod game is kind of low. And
I have more mods now than you do.
I don't know about that. Health Cabin has sent me a lot lately. I mean, I have racked up 10 mods in 2 months from Health Cabin.
Well, I have close to 18 mods now.
I have 15 in 2 months.
And I have
I'm sure you, JH, I'm
close
sure
to
you
20
keep
toppers.
some mods. I'm sure you keep some mods that you really like, though, right? I mean,
Yes, the only mod that I've kept was my Reload DNA 200. I did keep that one. That is my pride and joy, and it still works. Yes, it does. The 510 on it. It's a little janky. It has suffered some major battles, but it's still hanging in there. I don't use it as much. This has been my go-to, to be honest. This AH Pro Fusion kit. Even though I do not use the tank on it as much, I like to put it in an RDA mode and just use the single chip and disable the top chip on it. But right now, I pulled out the Ginny style and I'm vaping on both of them, which is quite amazing because I got like a churro on one side and then I got a strawberry and vanilla on the other, so it's like a strawberry and vanilla churro.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a good idea.
They're both from Smiley.
I still need to send you some of my personal at my house.
You should. I'm running out of juice. Nobody sends me juice anymore for review. I get mods now. It's like it used to be opposite. I used to like get nothing but juice. Now it's like mod fitness spenders, mod CBD. Where's the e-juice love? I mean, it's like, can I get some juice to review? I would like to review some juice because
mine you couldn't review because mine.
I know I can't.
I can't sell.
I'm already running out of the Smiley stash. I done went through all the Smiley liquids. I done went through all your e-liquids except for Valley Forge because I just can't vape coffee. I just can't. I still never even did the review for that. I tried it and I'm like, no.
I like that juice, but it does kill your cotton.
And I'm very limited on cotton right now. I gotta go buy more. That's why I haven't built a lot of things. I'm like, I got this to build, and everybody's in my videos. Why don't you do builds? That's because this dude is too lazy to go out and buy cotton. I've been working. Like I only have one day off. That's Monday, which was fortunately that was spent in being busy all day.
You gotta catch up. You gotta have some kind of personal life, right? One day doesn't give you much time.
No, I work 6 days a week. I enjoy it.
As long as you enjoy it. That's a lot of time.
It is, but I enjoy it. I'm young. Not really. I'm almost 30.
Oh, that's right. That's too young. You don't know 30.
I'm
like a child at 30. You kidding me?
Hey Josh, I just sent you a Facebook message.
Really? I'm not even on Facebook. Hold on.
No, you can see it later, but I was just telling you.
Okay, I see it. Gotcha.
And trust me, one of the ones that I'll send you, you're a 3, so I have to make all yours specific.
You can make it 3 or you can make it 0. But don't make it any higher than that, because if you make it higher than 3, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, what, are you trying to poison me?
Well, see, if I were to give you what I have currently, guess what it would be?
What?
6. I vape only 6.
Yeah, you would poison me.
If you give him a 6, he's just going to give it away.
If you give me a 6, I'm going to go out to I'm going to go online. I'm going to buy a bottle of BG and I'm going to dilute the shit out of your juice. And then I'm going to tell you it doesn't taste
taste at all.
It doesn't taste like you say it does. And you're going to be like, why? Because I diluted it with 120 mils of BG. What? Yeah, don't ask. That's cloud competition days where I would take juices that were already 80-20 and just dilute the shit out of them with BG just to make it work. And people were like, "What? Why do you pour BG? Why do you think I win competitions? I'm vaping nothing but BG. You're vaping 80-20. I've got
a 90-10 or higher.
I've got 100% BG with a little bit of flavoring to it." Why do you think I was blowing 10 to 11 foot clouds at competitions? I'm sorry that it was outlaw rules and they allowed you to vape 100% BG. Not my fault that you lost.
It's your technique. Your strategy, I should say.
But yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. People just don't understand when it comes to making e-liquid. And originally I was going to do a DIY show, but we scrapped that. And the reason we scrapped it was we decided that it was better for the channel as well as the line. I wanted to go ahead and say this anyway, that it was better for the channel as well as for Minuteman e-liquid to not do a DIY here at the house. Even though I do everything the correct way, I use gloves, I do it in a clean environment, but we're afraid somebody might try to say that Minuteman e-liquid is made at my house.
I've seen heard that stories before.
Dr. Crimmy comes to
Hey, we're not going to bring that back up.
As long as you don't make it in your bathroom.
I have personal ties to that whole fiasco.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to bring that back.
You and I got enough crap out of that.
I got more than you did, thank you. I lost a job over that.
Really?
True.
I got fired from a vape shop for covering the story because the people that were going against them trolled the vape shops, Google and Facebook and everything else. It cost me my job, so we're not going to go there.
No,
that is a topic I don't even want to talk about.
Yeah, but I still got a lot of crap for it too.
Even though me and that group of trolls are now on good terms, and we just don't talk to each other.
I'm curious.
I stay out of their way, and they stay out of mine.
I'm going to look at something. I'm curious. I wonder how many views that now has.
Well, let's go take a look into the world of into that world.
I mean, for mine.
I'm gonna go back and look at mine. I think I've never deleted a single video. I mean, I have only unless I felt the need that it needed to be pulled down.
Right now, mine is at 6,445 views.
Wow, 6,000.
I still have my Rip Trippers rant video up on YouTube.
Dry knuckle guy. Him and his dry knuckle.
Dr. Crimmy's. I mean, I have several Dr. Crimmy videos. Matter of fact, I think I was asked to pull my videos down, because of some legal agreements that I disclosed. One of the videos had to be pulled down due to me talking about some things that I got some new sources of information that technically on the website where I was getting all that information on, there was a big disclaimer that says you cannot use this information for public use. Yeah, I had to pull that video.
No, they actually, Dr. Kimmy actually sued that Tony Hart. I wonder whatever happened to that lawsuit. It probably settled out of court or something.
Well, there is actually a video on YouTube currently that supposedly the gentleman that took the pictures and released them actually posted saying that they were all falsified.
Yeah, but I think
you're making me go back in the logs.
Yeah, I saw that video, Robert, but I think that he was probably pressured into that.
Do you know how many videos I made after that video?
Why don't you just type Dr. Crimmy's and search your video manager?
I did that, and it pulled up the Dr. Crimmy review that I did for them after the fiasco that went down. I reviewed their juice after the fiasco that went down. I see the Rip Trippers rant, that's about 7,000 on one. The other rant, that's about 16,000. It's still going. Yep, remember the exposed as a sellout when he was selling.
Yeah, the dry knuckles. Yeah,
the dry knuckles. Yeah. That's still going strong. I still get comments on it to this day. It just amazes me.
Actually, let's see if I still have something that I'll post up for you guys to see.
Dry knuckles?
About dry knuckles, yeah.
He was just promoting that water or whatever the hell he was doing.
I don't know if it's on my...
Yeah.
The snake.
Who knows how much money he made off that thing before he took his video down.
He realized how many subscribers he lost, and he got them all back the next day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I put it on my Instagram or put it actually in my...
I remember Matty Ice did a really funny video on the dry knuckles.
He's like, hey, I lost 2,000 subscribers in one day. I know a good way to get them back. Giveaway.
Oh. It took him a little while to get his subscribers back up, but he did lose to several thousand.
All right, Dr. Crimmy. Yes, here it is. Bam. Yeah, all the videos have been pulled down except for one. I pulled all the videos down due to some confrontation.
I mean, there's no way you can stage that dirty carpet, the fly on the bottle. There's no way you can stage that.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
I pulled them all down, dude. I pulled all of them down except for one, and that one that's still up, it's got 2,000 views, but the rest of them that were up, I did know the couple of them reached 10 to 20,000 views in the matter of hours, and they were computational. I pulled them down to pretty much save my own ass. I had no choice. I pulled them down because that was the way for me to keep my job, and I still ended up losing the job anyway. But it's
I did on the FDA Front Row, I did a video on Dr. Crimmy some time ago, and I edited all the pictures into the editor, so you see all the pictures of the stream. It's still up there.
Yeah, I'm aware, Stephen. I'm aware. I still don't vape their juice. I did a review. See, I had inside sources during that whole fiasco because a friend of mine that was local was also one of Dr. Creamy's admins on their Facebook group. So everything, all information, every bit of source of information was being fed to me by the Dr. Creamy camp, which pretty much made it a one-sided video.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can screen share this, because I actually did this, but only got 42 likes for it because of it.
Man, I think the most disliked video is the picture of Rand.
That is too funny. He should be ashamed of himself. Never apologized or anything.
I don't apologize for any video.
It's but this is so underhanded what he did.
And just in case the viewers didn't see it, I'm going to post a media source just so people can see it.
I never apologize for any video I posted.
I mean, I've been watching Whip Trippers since September 2012, but I tell you, that was just so over the top.
I unsubscribed to him and never subscribed back. I couldn't tell you when he posted his last video. You know what? I see his pictures on Facebook where people are making fun of his hat, that hat he wears.
He's a character.
I'm like, bro,
I subscribe to him, but I never watch his videos.
Is that a piece of rope that's sewed onto his hat, or what? Because it looks like rope going around underneath the hat.
I know this guy. With his country picture in the back. He's a character. He makes a lot of money though.
Oh, I know. Most people.
He brings it in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I stopped watching him a long time ago. To be honest, I stopped watching everybody. I just don't have I work 6 days a week, and the last thing I record on my off days, and then I just enjoy my off day before I have to go back to work. Tuesdays is my Monday. Today, fortunately, was Monday.
Yeah, just today.
So it's like.
That's so funny, that picture.
But yeah, I might actually, I'm considering it, make that into the thumbnail.
Yeah, I never saw that picture. That was a really funny picture. It was showing up because you have a delayed stream here, but it's showing up. It's funny. Rip is something else, that guy. But he don't give a crap. He makes so much money. What the hell does he care? He doesn't give a shit.
I'm trying to seek back.
But see, all it takes to do something like that is know a little bit about a photo editing program, and you can go in there and do that, just like I did with us when we had our battle that one night.
Check this out. 16,000.
And put our heads on Rocky and Drago.
16,112 views on the sellout video. 489 thumbs ups, 171 thumbs down.
Those thumbs down, believe it or not, they count apparently.
Then I posted update on the sellout video. And I got 25 thumbs ups and 43 thumbs downs. Apparently people didn't like that.
Of course, though, the thing is, Josh, I'm going to come flat out and say it. People blame you for giving people thumbs down. A couple hundred thumbs down.
People are blaming me for everything. It's like, dude, I went away for 6 months and apparently I was still trolling people. I wasn't even on the internet for like a good 6 months. I stayed away from YouTube and everything. I come back and apparently I'm still trolling.
We're still alive.
I'm
alive and well.
I'm thumbsing down people. I'm buying everybody thumbs downs. Dude, I work 6. When do I have time?
Yeah.
I get up. I work from 10 in the morning till like 9 at night. By the time I get off, I eat dinner, and nine times out of the 10, I eat dinner, I change into my night clothes, and I go straight to bed. I don't even watch YouTube videos. I couldn't even tell you the last time I watched a live show, besides actually sat down and watched it, not be a part of it. When could I sat down and watched a live show for?
Mine, normally you watch mine on Tuesdays.
On all of it? Not all of it?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Not all of it.
When do I sit down and truly watch a whole entire live show? Never. I come in and I'll say hi, but just because I'll say hi don't mean I'm there.
True.
I might be lurking during your show. You never know. Me lurking, that's funny, because I can't lurk. If I'm there, I gotta say hello. It's just tempting.
Oh, I lurk. Trust me, when I have a chance, I lurk.
Everybody thinks I'm running around buying thumbs downs. I don't even know where you can buy thumbs downs. Ooh, I don't even know where you can buy thumbs downs. Like, where the fuck do you buy them at? I'm confused.
What kind of bot is that?
What kind of bot? Can you run it from your iPhone? Because that's pretty much where I'm doing most of my shit from, is an iPhone. I record on my iPhone. I watch YouTube videos on my iPhone. If you send me a message, I'm pretty much looking at it on my iPhone. I'm doing everything on an iPhone. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, and see, I do everything on my computer.
You can think I'm buying you thumbs downs. Keep thinking that, but in true reality, it's not me. Whoever's out there really thinking I'm apparently buying them.
And it's funny because the people deny it to your face.
I know, they're like, oh, you're buying them. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, show proof. I would literally like for you to show proof. And then, because the next time somebody says I'm buying them, I'm going to ask for your proof. Where's the proof? I want to see cold hard evident facts that it leads to that a credit card was used in my name with my social security number that led back to me, that came out of my bank. Because there's only one card that I have, and it leads to my bank. I want you to prove that it came physically through me. There's only one card, and the only way you get in that card, well, it's still in my wallet, and that ain't working.
Not only would you want to, I don't know why you would want to buy thumbs down, but who would want to create a software like that?
It's like, okay, well, think about it. If I'm gonna buy, if I were to buy anything, wouldn't you think I would buy shit
the kiss
for my
of
channel?
death.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I buy other shit for your channel? Like, think
Yeah,
about
exactly.
that. If I'm going to buy shit,
Exactly.
I would buy shit that would better my channel.
I'm surprised you're not laughing your
Would buy
butts off
something for
at me.
thumbs up, right?
It's like, and like I told, and I'm gonna go into it because the group that said I was buying, that claimed I was buying them thumbs downs was on one of Fagan's live shows where he got 400 to 500 thumbs downs, and they thought I was doing it. And like I told Fagan, I was like, dude, if I even knew where to buy thumbs downs, you wouldn't have 400 or 500. If I'm going to be that malicious, dude, I'm buying you like thousands. You are going to go down like by thousands of thumbs downs if I were to buy them. And I don't even know where to buy them in the first place.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I could do a Google search and find it instantly, type in where to buy thumbs downs for YouTube. And I'm pretty sure a couple hundred sites will pop up. I don't know these sites. I'm not about to give them my credit card.
Yeah. Just to go to one show and do it. It's crazy.
Exactly. It's like, I'm going to waste my money that I work hard for just to make you thumbs downs. That makes no sense.
No sense at all.
You need to look at some of those trolls that you got thumbing your that you got that are not me, because I don't even troll anymore. I'll admit I used to troll people's channels. I used to troll everybody's channels. I would troll That would troll. As a matter of fact, Jacob already knows I trolled your channel back in the day.
Yeah.
I trolled your channel back in the day.
2016.
I trolled Minuteman's channel back in the day. I trolled Heathen's channel. I trolled everybody's channel back in the day. I even trolled my own channel just for the fun of it. I was that bored. I trolled people. People knew my trolls.
We used to go back and forth in 2058. That's what that was.
People knew my trolls because it was obvious. It was, you would see me post, and then you would see a troll post, and then you would see me post again, and then you'd see a troll post, and you'd see us going back and forth. We're saying almost the exact same thing, using the exact same way we talk, using no punctuation or nothing. You're going, is this the same person? Yes, it is. But do I troll now? No. I don't got time to troll.
I don't have the time.
I don't have the time, let alone the energy. If I'm going to troll anybody, I'm going to troll my damn self.
Exactly.
What's that high-pitched noise?
Buy software to give you thumbs up.
Exactly. Buy a software, run automated software, it gives me 1 million thumbs up. See, exactly.
There you go.
That sounds like a good idea. Not really.
But I'm surprised nobody laughed at my misfortune.
I know, I saw you burn yourself there or something.
Did you see it, Josh?
What?
Did you see my misfortune?
Did you burn yourself?
I got the kiss of death.
You kissed the coils. Ha!
I had just refilled this tank, because that's the one thing I don't like about the avocado. Because I think I have the 24. I can't remember if I have the avocado 24 or the avocado. Hold on. I can tell you.
I like avocados.
Yeah, I have the avocado 24.
I like me some avocados.
But,
The actual avocado.
Guacamole.
Exactly, guacamole.
But the one thing I don't like is where you have to, how you fill it from the inside, but then you always have to take the cap off. I don't like that, even though I love, I still love my RDTA from Limitless.
That's nice one. Plus, yeah.
But yeah, I don't hear any high-pitched noise except somebody's getting a little feedback in their mic.
I don't hear no high-pitched noise.
Yeah, not at your other. No.
Nope, not no high-pitched.
You might want to check out that fancy microphone you got there, Robert.
I think it was mine. I had my mic gain up a little bit too high. I adjusted it a while ago.
But yeah, like I'm hearing myself back and forth. I don't know where
I do hear a little bit of that in the background. It has like an echo effect to it, a reverb in there.
Yeah. And I never hear it, so.
I got headphones on, so.
So do I. I got one ear in.
Yeah. So.
There's one ear attached into mine. You just can't see it. See?
Yeah.
It's hiding off to the side. That way I can hear the outside and hear the show at the same time. Must be his computer. Yeah, it was my computer. Like I said, I think I went through just a while ago and adjusted the mic because my mic level was a little high, and it's not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Well, actually, I just heard it again.
Well, the last time he said something there, Robert, I didn't hear it.
True. Or it could. Oh, I just heard feedback.
Yeah, I heard it again.
Yeah.
It could be Zoom itself.
Could be.
Yeah, it's no biggie. Well, like I said, yeah, I don't know. I just had a brain fart. Yeah, I'm not buying your dislikes. I'm not buying your likes. I'm not buying views. I'm not doing none of that. Guess what? I ain't got time for it.
But yeah, tonight was just to be honest, everybody, tonight was pretty much for lack of a better way to say it, a shoot the shit session, because really there's nothing going on advocacy-wise. It's really quiet.
And for those people out there that are saying my giveaway winners are not getting their giveaways, bullshit. I've got 3 people that have gotten their shit, and stop saying I'm not sending their stuff, because it's a lie.
Right there's one of them.
I'm still sick and tired of hearing that people aren't getting their shit, because from that one incident, she got her shit. That was a year ago. Drop the topic. Let's move on. Can you guys? Can we talk about other shit now? Thank
I
you.
mean, they should be glad that they won something. You know,
It's like
if it takes you 2-3 weeks, you got things to do in your life.
It's like I get people like from a giveaway from a year ago. Did that person ever get their stuff? Yeah, they've been had it. Why don't you go talk to them? I don't believe you. Well, go talk to them. Stop looking at me. What do you want me to do? Give you a tracking number that doesn't concern you? I don't have that tracking number. That was a year ago. What do
It
you
may not even still be in the system, honestly.
It's not. I don't even have that tracking number. Like, I'm not even friends with that person on Facebook anymore. You're asking me to dig up a conversation that doesn't exist.
I'm still friends with her,
I'm not.
but we hardly talk. We used to talk all the time, and now we hardly talk.
I talked to her the other day. I sent her a message. I was like, can you please tell these people that that you got your shit, so they'll leave me the hell alone? She's like, they still haven't forgot about that. I'm like, it's the vaping group. It's vaping. They don't forget about anything. They don't forget about nothing.
They're just begrudging you. Is what
They just keep on egging you on until eventually you get tired of it and go on a 6-month vacation.
But
What they're trying to do is send me on another vacation. It ain't happening.
you know what, guys? It's midnight, so let's go. Well, my time it's midnight. It's probably still pretty early for Jacob, and
Yeah, it's 11 here.
I'm gonna say it's only 11.
it's midnight my time. So
You about scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what the hell? It's midnight already? Damn it! I've been home for 2 hours.
and I got to go to bed and be up at same. I got to be at work an hour later than you. So I have to be at work the same time you have to be. And mine
I'll be
is very labor intensive.
Mine's not.
Well, I enjoyed meeting you, Josh. I never really, spoke to you live.
Most people don't.
You're a cool
I
guy.
don't do very
You're a
many
cool guy.
live shows. I get so many requests from people. Hey, come on this live show. No, thank you. That's a death trap. Not going there.
Yeah, I subscribe to you. I've been subscribed to you for at least
I appreciate
a
it.
good year. Yeah.
Mine's probably one of the few you feel for both of you. Mine is probably one of the few you actually feel safe.
I do, because guess what? I have powers to ban people if they come in the chat room and want to start shit. You see, that's the problem. You gave me full power, and I'm ban hammer hungry. So the minute you start trying me, I'm like, oh, ban hammer, I ain't got time for this. You said something disrespectful. I don't want to deal with it. You're talking about me. You're done. You'd be like, but you can't take criticism. It's not criticism. You're trolling.
Yeah, you were actually one of my main ban hammers that night with Jacob too.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
That's right.
I'm waiting for them to come back. I'm just been monitoring chat. Like, please come back. Please say something. Because I'm right here now. You can see my face. You'll be able to see the ban hammer in action. Just like,
The ban hammer.
Actually, on my other computer, I have images that I wish I could put up on here of I think it's Thor with his hammer coming down that says ban hammer.
Yep. I called the JH hammer that night. The night that all the trolls came in and tried the show, and I wasn't even chatting. This is the funny thing. I was gone for I was chatting, and then I was gone for 10 minutes, come back, and I see ban. I'm like, what the hell? Who's getting banned? And I'm like, next thing you know, I see all these people trolling. I'm like, really? Ban. I spent the whole show banning people. They would I'd ban one, they'd ban another. I'm like, I know who's doing it. I'm not stupid. I know who's trolling. I know who it is.
Yeah, it was convicted. The whole time it was convicted.
It's 4 people doing the trolling.
Yeah, and you notice the next show, the trolling kind of stopped a little bit.
Edward.
It wasn't convicted Dave's trolling me.
Oh, I meant during Jacob's show.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't during that show, the couple shows ago. It wasn't convicted Dave's trolling me. We see mutual aspects with each other now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know who the trolling was. It comes from a particular type of from a particular group of reviewers and their friends
Yeah.
that love to talk shit on their live show.
Uh-huh. And Jacob's been going after them hard the last couple weeks.
I know who those trolls come from. They got to be frustrating, but you know what? That don't let them bother me. Actually, the more see, this is where before we get off the air, this is what they don't get. The more attention that you give me, the more I enjoy it. So it's quite funny. I just sit back and laugh because you're trolling me and you're not getting nowhere because I'm laughing that you're trolling me and you're still giving me more attention at the same time.
I mean, bad news sometimes is better than no news at all.
So I just ban you.
You know.
I get tired of you. I get tired of your old trolling comments, and I'm like, I've heard of it.
But after a while, you build up immunity, so nothing bothers you.
You do. Nah, trolls don't affect me. I don't even delete comments on my YouTube anymore. I just let them stay up there. Say all the hateful shit that you want. Guess what? 9 times out of the 10, I'm gonna comment back and we're gonna be going at it in the comments on my own video. I don't
And
care.
you know what the funny part is? Josh and I have both talked about stuff we have coming up. Jacob hasn't said one word about anything he has coming up.
I don't buy anything with a manufacturer finished product date after August 8th. I've stopped. The only thing I review is on Jeff Clear 2 channel for juice that I buy once a week from Giant Bakes. That's all.
I don't buy any. I haven't bought anything. They be sending me stuff. They want to send me stuff. That's cool. If I'm buying anything, it's e-juice because, like I said,
I don't buy anything.
There's not very much e-juice companies that are sending me juice. So the lack of juice is like. So I go over to Giant Vapes. I buy some juice. I keep myself occupied, and that's what I vape on.
Yeah, because the sad part is actually, Josh, I don't know if you've reviewed all the Fat Panda ones. I have Fat Panda on my site too.
Yeah.
When I go in there, I reviewed Fat Panda a long time ago. Matter of fact, I don't even think I did review it. I know I didn't. Because you know why? I got their juice a long time ago when they first came out on the scene, and the Team No Steep was raving about it and everything, and that's when I was still on Vapors TV, and I won their juice from Vapors TV, and I didn't like a single one of their flavors, so I didn't review it. And to this day, I probably still don't like their flavors, so I'm still probably not going to review it.
Well, see, I think Jacob
pumpkin is good. The pumpkin was very good. I like that. That was.
The cookie one I didn't like. I'm not a cookie vape kind of person. I used to hate strawberry vapes. Now I love strawberry vapes. I used to be absolutely in love with cereals. Now cereals burn the fuck out of my throat.
Yeah,
you haven't tried my cereals yet.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started back into the cereal game.
Josh, you're probably going to get a Lucky Charms and a Fruit Loops in your sample set that I'm sending you.
That's okay. I just got done vaping with Twisted 420's Not Too Shabby Super Cereal. That's pretty good. He got me started back in the cereal game.
Because most of my cereals are between a 75 and an 80.
That's fine. Like I said, I just got done vaping, finishing a 120 ml bottle of Super Cereal from Not Too Shabby, which is Twisted 420's juice line.
But okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Why don't remind everybody where they can see them?
Well, I'm on the FDA for a rule, and mainly on the Make a Ride series. That's pretty much it.
Okay, Josh?
JHVapes at YouTube.com, JHVapes at Facebook, JHVapes on Twitter, even though I don't use Twitter, and it says my account was hacked because I don't care anymore. And JH_vapes on Instagram. There you go. Oh, and JH_vapes on Snapchat. I'm pretty much everywhere you can find me.
Yeah.
Same here. I've got Snapchat. I'm actually going to go look and see what my Snapchat is. I think it is Vaping Minuteman also.
Please don't send me some weird Snapchats. I will not approve you.
Maybe I should send you some nice pictures.
You send me some weird Snapchats, you're going to go on the Snapchat block list.
I'm going to check out your Instagram there, JH.
We got about 2,000 something subscribers over there. Or followers. Added me. Who's added me already to Snapchat? Oh, I already know you. I was about to say, who just added me? But all right.
But I'm trying to check. Yep, Vaping Minuteman. So on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube,
Skype.
Facebook, Skype, everywhere, I'm actually Vaping Minuteman. So if you are coming across this and you don't already know my YouTube, there's something seriously wrong.
Even though I go by JH Vapes, my channel says JH Reviews. I changed it about 6 months ago. Yeah, that's because I review more than vaping gear.
Exactly. But again, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming. Again, you two, I was glad to have somebody to bounce off of because I hate being on the show by myself.
It's always a pleasure there, Robert. Always a pleasure.
Cloud Taste
Enjoy.
was going to come on, but he just didn't get a chance to make it. But again, don't forget, next week we'll be on. I will have those reviews probably going up starting Saturday night, maybe Friday, because Harley may be going to her mom's house, and I try to film all my reviews because literally it takes me an hour to rip a review. It takes me close to 45 minutes to an hour just to sit down, put everything together. Then it takes me at least 2 hours normally to put everything together and to record it. So
I'm just like,
mine go in a lot more detail nowadays because I'm trying to get, I'm trying to do things a little more sophisticated. Ooh, and I like that night.
Yeah, it's nice with the button. Cool.
yep. And by the way, the night coils do not work in the Air 50 coils. They're two different.
But yeah, hopefully this weekend I'll be able to tell everybody if the Fire Luke coils are the exact same ones as the Baby Beast. I haven't had a chance to test it yet. But I would not put that past Freemax. Would you, Josh?
Most of the Freemax coils in the past have been compatible with Atlantis's.
Right, but these are not any Aspire coil. So, but the coil that's big right now is the Baby Beast coil. If you really think about it, they normally try to go and be compatible with the popular coils of the day. Right now, Smoke is the most popular when it comes to brands. Aspire has lost their umph.
They lost their umph a long time ago.
Yeah.
Aspire, yeah.
I think the Atlantis 2 started their fall. Triton picked them up a little bit, and then they started to plummet after the Triton. But once again, guys, thank you so much, and we will see you next week.